Welcome to Action for Elders videos. My name is David Lipka. I'm Head of Mobility at Action for Elders, and in this video we're going to be looking at standing comfortably and taking our first step. Now, I don't know if you've seen the previous video, but in the previous video we were looking at standing comfortably, and we had this idea of following the movement, pushing with your legs, lifting with your back to stand. So now I'm standing. How can I stand comfortably? It might seem an odd thing to say, but when we normally stand, most people will lock the knees. So you push your knees back and lock with your thighs. That means that your feet are probably tense, you might even be gripping your toes and probably clenching in your back as well. Added to that, we might even be collapsing the head at the front. And I can't really stand very long without feeling I'm going to wobble or without feeling uncomfortable. And we want to be able to stand comfortably. It might be in a social situation, waiting for the bus, queuing in the supermarket. We want to be able to stand comfortably. So let's think about that. First thing is, rather than your feet turned out, turn your feet, make them square ahead. So the feet are parallel, facing to the front. And this immediately means that when we take weight, the knees are in line with the feet. Better for the joints, easier to build the muscle strength. From here, first thing, we start from the bottom. Relax your toes, and very importantly, soften your knees. And when I say soften, what I don't want you to do is to bend your knees too much, but neither do I want you to lock your knees. So just think about it being unlocking. So just relaxing your knees enough so that when you do relax, you can feel that your lower back relaxes as well. So when the knees are locked, we tense the back, soften the knees, relax the back. And when you relax your back, I want you to have a feeling almost like you're sitting on something high, like a high stool, sitting, just resting down. And when you rest both sides evenly. You don't rest on one side. So now let's see if we can get that feeling of balance on each side. Left and right balance in the feet, in the knees, in the hips. From here, upright posture. Now the upright posture is the first part of thinking about balance. So I'm standing up. I'm not pulling up because that actually pushes me backwards. And what I'm not doing is collapsing forwards. So I'm finding that middle point where my head is nice and up and my spine is lengthened. And as I come upright, the weight now goes straight down through my feet. So that should make me more stable. So I've got the feet relaxed, knees soft, tilting the pelvis a little and sitting, nice upright spine. And then from here, keep the weight in your feet, take a nice gentle breath in, and relaxing, breathing out, and then changing direction, taking a breath in, up to the top, relaxing, breathing out. Good. Now, I'm standing comfortably. I want to take a step forward, and I want to take that step without falling. Normally we fall forwards. We go to the side, we start, and then we fall. And we call that a step. So when I say step forward, people fall forwards. So when we walk, effectively what we're doing is we're continuously falling forwards. The reason we're not hitting the floor is because we're breaking the fall with the legs. So what I want to be able to do is to walk without falling. To walk by stepping lightly without weight and then putting weight into the foot. So we're going to step, then the weight, step, then the weight, step, see nice upright posture, then the weight. So I'm not leaning forward and falling and crashing forward. I'm coming nice and upright, stepping first and then bringing the weight forward. So let's practice the first step. The first step is to relax and go down rather than going out or across. So see if we can just practice going down. And when you go down, I want you to take your weight on the right foot and let the left knee come up. And when we take the weight on the left, go straight down and let the right knee come up and the right heel lifts. So we're practicing going down rather than going across or rather than going out. So now I can go down and this foot comes up. Without lifting the foot, just slide your foot onto the heel. And then you can let your weight come forward, your weight come back, keep the weight still and slide this foot back. So going down, sinking down into your foot, keep nice and still, heel up, heel down, relax forward with the weight and relax back with the weight. So what we're doing is we're stepping without weight and then weight is going forward. So when we come back, we're nice and still, we step first and then the weight. Step first, slide the heel forward and then the weight. So that's a really important thing to do. Good, so we can take our first step and now we'll start to think about walking. So when we walk, that's what we're going to do. Take weight, light step, relax forward. Light step, relax forward. Head nice and up, relax, and then forward. So when we're walking, we're now thinking about the feet going down nice and light, without weight. So think about moving your knee and your heel, your knee and your heel, your knee and your heel, rather than moving your hip and crashing down with the knees straight line. So we don't need to crash down like that, we don't need to fall into the feet. We can lift the heel, the knee, and this then allows me to relax my hips in the middle. Because my hips are relaxed in the middle, it means that this stays nice and still, and because this is still, the balance is much easier. That's it. Good. That's a good start. So thanks very much for listening. I hope that's been of some help. The next video we're going to talk about walking and some of the other aspects involved in walking and turning and changing direction. So thanks very much for listening and I hope to see you all soon.